Coach Toyin. So, we're diving deeper into emotional intelligence. And today I'm going to be sharing and coaching you on emotional healing, gaining your agency. So, welcome everyone. We're getting warmed up. It's going to be deep. If you're new to this space, welcome. Those of us that are part of the community, you already know we go deep, deep, deep into inner work. And we also develop the skills for success, for business growth, and to build the business and life we want. Really, at the end of the day, is that you want fulfillment, you want to be happy, you want the life of your dreams, on and on. But usually, right, we want to check in and say what keeps people from building the life they want, what keeps people from achieving success, what are the barriers, what are the limitations, and the classes I teach, the programs in my school, towingumesiri.academy, whether it's for business growth or success secrets, and all of the spiritual psychology, EQ classes, mindset programs. They're there to support you on your journey to success and to help you achieve it faster, right? One of the things I say is that if people keep consuming content that do not transform them, nothing changes, right? Like, we're living in a time where you can access pretty much a ton of information out there. You can search everywhere, but that does not translate to success, because success, okay, is determined by going in the right direction. Okay, success is determined by going in the right direction. And so when we go in the right direction, we get closer to everything we want to achieve. When we go in the wrong direction, right? Or we're everywhere but nowhere, it makes people delay success. It makes success take longer. And many people don't even achieve, right? When the year starts, people say, I want to achieve this. They set their goals, on and on. But we have to be intentional, right? So this is not about another content that people consume and you walk away, no transformation, no healing, nothing changes, and you still have the same challenges, you still have the same struggles as well. So, what I've decided to start doing, even publicly, is hosting sessions like this to equip people who are not yet my student or who are yet not my client. Trying to equip you with tools that you can actually use to start setting yourself free, so that you can pursue and create the life you want to create. Okay, so this is one of those skills that I support my students on. So let's get deeper. So when I say emotion, what is emotion? What are emotions, right? Greetings, everyone. The gift activator, I see you. I also see Miss Nicole on Clubhouse. So we have various platforms running at the same time: LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse. you know, we are everywhere. So welcome, everybody. Get comfortable. This is the type of session where you hold a pen and a paper. You're not going to leave here the same. So pretty much expect that. Expect that you're going to think differently, you're going to experience something new. So be prepared for that. This is not something you just scroll past. No, this is not that place. Okay, this is not that place, because enough of scrolling. We need to be seeking transformation, right? New ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, new behaviors, new approach to life. That's what gives birth to the next level dimension. People don't get to the next level when they don't transform, when they don't change. You can consume content, but if that content, if you don't digest it, if you don't use it to renew your thinking, on and on, pretty much it didn't do any good. Okay, you know that in food, right? When we eat food, we have the digestive system. The mind is also a digestive system. What it eats is knowledge, information. So if you eat food, you know that not everything you eat is useful to your body. The body has a way of separating what's good for you and what's bad for you. The mind is the same. If you overwhelm your mind with nonsense information. I listen, I'm a writer. I use words. I'm very sharp. I'm very precise. Nonsense information is information that do you no good, that is not relevant to what you want to achieve or where you're going with your life. It's nonsense. If you overwhelm your mind with things that are not useful, the mind gets confused. When you sleep at night and it's trying to do its thing, your mind is in service, right? Is in your own service. It's there to help you, to support your goals, to help you achieve success, right? So if you keep feeding it things that are not nutritious, things that are not helpful in the moment, they might feel good, which is why content is now the new drug. People are seeking content because it makes them feel good. Dopamine is being released. And I'm going to go deeper when I talk about emotional healing, right? How are emotion created in the body, and how to get a hold of it and to recover, right? Because many people's hopes, dreams, and right aspirations are buried under unresolved trauma, right? Unprocessed emotion, on and on. So this is deep. This is going to be deep. So I see the gift activator saying hello. Hello to you too as well. Welcome to the space. Let me see. There's another comment here. Shola says, amazing one. Yes, great work on consistency. That's the only way, right? That's the consistency helps you build momentum. Write that. Consistency helps you build momentum. When you build momentum, you increase your force and impact. Okay? I'm a philosopher as well. So if you're inconsistent, you weaken your own force. There's not much you can do. So take that. So let's get started. Let's get started. Hi Nicole again. If you want to come up, if you want to engage, please. This is the space you can engage. We can go deeper. I'm not in a hurry. Hopefully you're not. Okay, as well. Consistency helps you build momentum. Yes, and momentum is like a snowball effect. So Shola says is recounting what he just heard me say. Yes, consistency helps you build momentum. Think about the snowball. Your actions, right? They're like snowball. It may start as just one action in the right direction, but if you do it more, if it keeps rolling and rolling, it gathers more force, more force, more force, more force. So how it started, how you start is not how you finish if you continue to improve, right? Because practice makes, this saying, practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? Okay. Is that in any sport, in any profession, in business, in life, in sports, professionalism, it's not enough to understand the foundational rules, right? Basketball, what's the foundational rule? Take this ball, throw it into the basket. That's it. If you stop there and you don't consistently practice, you don't get better. This is the number one problem in the world. People who attempt success 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and give up. Again, I'm going to connect everything to emotional healing, because part of emotional healing is the story you tell about what makes you frustrated. The things you've attempted in the past that didn't generate the results you were expecting, and now you've told the story, now you've given up, now you've walked away. Right? The relationships you walked away, like these things are deep. You can apply it in all directions. I'm going to connect everything to success. Okay. So I said consistency helps you build momentum. Yes. Most people can gather information, content about, marketing, branding, sales, this, all of it. But actually, what leads to higher productivity, higher results, is what I'm sharing right now. Is that understanding fundamental skills, like just reading a book and the book told you, in order to, play basketball, take the ball, throw it in the loop. These are the points. It tells you the rules. It doesn't mean you have the skills, right, to be a winner in that game. So many people gather resources, gather knowledge, gather, content. They watch other people perform wonders. It's like watching Michael Jordan or watching Shaquille O'Neal, all these greats, right? Watching them, they're old, right? How they performed, and you feeling you can perform at their level. That's what's happening on social media. Just by watching me, I can tell you this, tell you that. Listen, you can have the raw knowledge of what other people do. But if you don't do it, if you don't build strength, if you don't build your own skills, if you don't practice, if you don't show up, if you do none of these things, guys, you're still like entry level. That's what's happening in the world. People who consume content and then their mind is tricking them as if they're an expert. As an educator, I tell you, that's why I teach differently in my school. You have your workbooks, you have your assignment. Start training your body and your mind so that you can do the work, so that you can use the strategies, perfect it, and get results. Okay, so that's one of the tricks of this moment where people in your mind, you think you know. You think you know because you read how to do. The game changer is consistently doing, consistently practicing so that you have the power and the force to get the results in your own life. That is a key to success. Your own life, not watching other people act it out. You know, you watch a movie, James Bond, doom, doom, doom. They show you out there holding their gun, they're doing their thing. Do you think you can do it? No, only experts and masters can handle these things. Okay, it's getting hot. Sales is more important than skills. Sajid Ibrahim says sales is more important than skills. For me, I don't agree with that statement. What I will say is sales requires skills. Okay, sales is about knowledge, it's about mindset, it's about emotion, it's about skills, it's about processes, it's about systems. For those who build the most successful business in the world, it's not just even, you can start out training yourself, acquiring the knowledge of how to sell, developing the skill, because again, the knowledge of selling versus the skill of selling, totally different. You can read a book on sales, it doesn't still mean you have the skills to even sell or close a client. Beyond it, when you start building a business structure, you go into processes and systems to automate, to scale up. This is when you start scaling. So I do not agree with that statement. It can be confusing to other people. So let me get that, guys. I love the interaction, but let me get into today's topic. I also see Mr. Bosede on the stage. Welcome to the space. Do you want to say hello before I go deeper today? Are you with us? Should I keep going? Okay, I'm going to keep going. But feel free to flash your mic anytime you're ready to speak. So emotions, okay, emotions. What creates emotions? Let me share two things, right? We have the mind, the thinking mind. We have our central nervous system. We have the nerves, right? That creates sensation in the body, right? When thoughts, okay, becomes sensations. Okay, this is the process that takes thoughts. The central nervous system takes thoughts, mixes it up with energy, a force, and it wants to create a sensation. This is what releases hormones and all of those things, right? It creates a sensation in your body that is a representation of your thoughts. And the reverse is also true. There are sensations that gets transformed into thoughts. So, for example, the five senses, if you touch an ice cube, okay, if you touch an ice cube, you don't know what you're touching, technically. Like if it's a baby, the baby hasn't formed opinion, hasn't formed stories, right? The baby is experiencing life out of curiosity, right? So the baby is gathering information, right? Curiosity makes us gather and we renew our mind out of curiosity. If you think you know everything, then you've closed your mind, right? Your mind, you have a database that carries around, right, your conclusions about all of your experiences. Okay, the past is within you as memories. You think you walked away from the past, but what you are carrying around are your conclusions about what happened in the past. They are all stored, date stamped within you. So you are carrying your past around, your past experiences, the conclusions, the stories. They are your memories, and they bubble up from time to time, conscious, subconscious, right? Okay. So the five senses, if you touch ice cube, so we're going deeper, right? We're going deeper. So invite more people. This is life-changing resource here. Okay. If you touch ice, the nerves at the tip of your fingers, the nerves, they will send a signal to your mind so that you can gain interpretation, consciousness. Because if there's no interpretation, you are not conscious. You don't know what just happened. So we are always seeking interpretation of reality. Five senses, right? We have the senses. So when you touch something, you touch it, it's smooth. When I say it's smooth, saying it's smooth is my interpretation of the experience. Okay? If I say it's rough, it means I'm interpreting my experience of reality as rough. Like, right? If I touch this paper, left by itself, without interpretation, it's just an experience. There's no meaning behind it. There's no meaning behind anything we don't interpret and conclude on. Like, it's just blank. So you don't store any information that you don't give meaning to. Right? If it doesn't matter to you, you could care less. If you don't care, your system doesn't pick up anything. If you say you care, the things we say we care about, we pay closer attention, we draw meaning from it, and it becomes us. It becomes part of our being. I'm just laying the foundation. We're going deeper, okay? We're going deeper. Okay? For those who are new, Coach Toyin in the house, business coach, business educator, transformational coach. Why do I coach? Is because it's not just enough for me to teach. It's not just enough for me to just train. I go deeper into inner work so that people can achieve more productivity and quantum leap in their life. You can achieve results faster, pretty much. I see people going all over the place, doing this, burning energy. A year goes by, no transformation, no change. They're still in the same spot. That's why I do all of these classes, because trust me, today you can take yourself into higher dimensions just by going deeper with the resources I share in my school. Tried, tested, proven to be true. Okay. So when it comes to emotions, that process of the mind body connection, the information highway, let's call it information highway. Let me take note of that. I love writing. I'm a writer, I'm a speaker as well. So information highway. You know that for the physical body, biology teaches us that blood flows. We studied many things in school, but we didn't study this. Okay. They taught us digestive system. They taught us white blood cells, red blood cells, okay, oxygenated blood, the organ of the body, heart, pumps this, pumps that, goes through the vein, these, right? You were taught that. What we weren't taught is the information highway. Okay? How information flows through you, your mind to your body, up and down, up and down, sensation to thoughts, thoughts to sensation, up and down. And the traffic, what drives that traffic? The energy field, energy flow that pushes thoughts, information up and down the nervous system. This stuff, as it's moving up and down, it generates emotions. You are going to experience it in your body. You're going to experience it up and down. It's just like when you eat food. When the food you experience, right? You swallow, and then your body starts, your stomach starts, right? Blood flows through your stomach. All of these systems that keeps us alive, right, is by design. Now, we could say we are different. What's different about us are the thoughts that is running our life. At the DNA level, there's information of what you need to look like, your height. Many things are genetic, passed down, right? Through DNA encoding, all of those things. Still information. There's information that says, right, what manifests physically. Okay? So there's the information you do not control, is controlled by genetics, your parents. There's information that is automatic, that controls specific organs of the body, automatic, right? How your heart beats, how food digests, how you blink, how you breathe, the lungs, that you cannot control as well. The one you can control, and many people leave it out of control, and this is what causes a lot of stuff. The one you can control is what I cover in emotional intelligence. Again, there's information within you that is controlled by genetics, father, mother, comes into you. You can't change your skin color, you can't change your eyes, you can't change those things. You embrace it, you love yourself, God's perfect creation, right? Even if you can dye your hair, even if you're blonde, or if you're, we can do those external features changes, right? But what you came here with, the default, it comes from DNA. Okay, I try to be funny as well. Hi Tia, welcome to the space. On the automatic side, when it comes to, for example, a car, the engine, the gas, the gauge, it came with the manufacturer. Manufacturer made it to function a certain way. But then it gives you the control of the steering wheel and the gears, right? You cannot control, right, many things about your car. It was designed to function. If you put gas in it, it will run. If there's no gas, it will not run. If you have oil, it will run smoothly. If you like the engines, well-oiled machine, right? It will run smoothly, it will not make any noise. But then the car says, here you go, here's your car. Sit in the driver's seat, right? You have control. When you turn left, the car will follow you. When you turn right, it will follow you, right? When you press the brake, the car stops. When you accelerate, the car propels forward. Think of your realities in a similar way. It's not the same, but it's similar. There are functions of the body you cannot control, but it's a gift to you. Okay? How your heart beats, this. But there are some things you can control. And the number one thing we can all control is how we think. Mindset. The information we embody, how we process those, right? The information, the stories we tell ourselves, our conclusions, our beliefs, how we identify the choices we're making. That you have 100% control on, right? You have 100% control of those things. Okay, we're now getting started. All of the things so far is building on to help you understand. There are things you can control, there are things you cannot control. The ones you can control, right? This is the heart of emotion. Okay, but here's what then happens. Agency. When you are born into life. And welcome everyone. We have different platforms running: Instagram, YouTube, Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I hope I didn't miss any of you guys. Welcome to the space. Feel free to like, share, follow, and then join us at toyinumesiri.academy for my programs. So I've laid the foundation of agency, right? What then happens is when you are born, right, is that usually you're not given agency because as a baby, right, you don't have the power to care for yourself. So other people, right, there are other people's thoughts, opinions, emotions, okay, is what watches over you. Their thoughts, words, right, emotions is what they use to care for you, is what they use to handle you. And so everybody starts out being an infant, okay? And then you start making your own, you're supposed to start shaping, right, your own thoughts, your own opinions about life. You're supposed to start gaining agency and autonomy so that when you are driving your car, you have the skills and knowledge to drive your car from where you are to where you want to be. By design, that's how it's supposed to happen. But what usually happens, this is where trauma past stuff comes in, is that if you weren't handled with a type of love, right? And if you weren't educated with information and knowledge that can equip you to achieve success, to be free, many of the times those programming hold people back, right? The thoughts in your mind that didn't originate from you, things people said, things people did, actions people took against you, for you, anywhere in between, right? That is now holding you back from achieving success, from moving forward. They put a brake. It's like when you're driving your car, when those thoughts put a brake, when it starts telling you cannot do this because of that, you start doubting, you start, right. And one of the things, let me break some things that I this is one of the things I also teach, is that most of the time when I engage with people, my students and clients, I realize that I've done this enough times to realize that there are three identities that I've come up with that I see, and I see them. There are patterns of behavior that I see over and over and over and over again. So I've designed frameworks for people to just be aware, so that you don't become, so that you choose wisely. Being your own agent means you are choosing who you want to be, right? Where you want to go, what you want to do, and you have the power to move yourself forward. Anytime you feel you cannot choose, or the choice has been made for you, and you feel you cannot think, and you think somebody else is thinking for you, anytime somebody else's thoughts, words, opinions, action overrules your own, you don't have agency. Okay, we're going deeper. We're going deeper. So, what does that look like? There are three personality, maybe it's not even personality, I'll just say three different emotional states of being that I've observed. Number one, those who become victims of life's experiences, those who become villains of life's experiences, and those who are victorious, who overcome life's experiences. So the classes I teach, the programs I design, is to make you victorious, is to empower you with the knowledge and that will help you build the skills where you feel powerful and you can move yourself forward, you can achieve success, and you're not thinking in ways that self-sabotage. Okay, so I see more people. Be Nikki as well. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Okay, so what does that look like? Okay, what does that look like when it comes to emotional resilience? First of all, it has to do with awareness, knowing what's going on with you. But you know what? I feel like I've already shared a lot. Let me leave. I'm gonna stop here because I want to leave people to digest this. Because in a way, I think these things are new to many people. So in my school, we go really, really deep. We develop the skills, we practice it, we own um you know it's about agency, no excuses, right? Any of those things, you break it down so that you can propel yourself forward. Okay, so let me stop here. I think this is a good place to stop. I packed a lot in like 28, 30 minutes, going on 30 minutes of, let's just call it introduction. If this is the first time ever you landed on my page and you're dissecting this as well, so let me give you time to process this and then join us in my school. Let me put the link up above: toyinumesiri.academy. Click on that. Actually, you know, just head over there, or also go to toyinumesiri.com/guest if you want to access more of the platform. So international trade, entrepreneurship, business development workbooks, emotional intelligence classes. You see the options, and then if you need to contact me as well, you can contact me there. So let me stop here, give you time to process this, and then reach out for more.